I'm good.
He thinks that makes sense and is about to let you go. Then within that same amount of time space, another orc comes walking out from the back corner of the cave. This guy is significantly shorter than the big armored orc. He's got one eye. He's got a shield and a battle axe as opposed to a great axe.
Oh.
He basically is of the mind that he'd like to see, a little more from you. He offers dinner and a place to stay within the cave, to be able to suss out how and where things are going to go down. This guy comes across a bit more intelligent than this raid leader here. And he's got more of an interest as what you know about the Scourge of Spells. And since you don't have a map or know exactly where it is, he wants to know more about your next step. So the question here is going to be, how much do you want to offer him? Do you want to let him know that you're planning to go to Thunder Tree? Do you
I don't know if I want to let him know. Yeah, I'm not so sure we should tell him too much. I mean,
do you take him up on his offer for food?
Sure. It's not like orcs eat anything weird. It's probably just deer or something.
Yeah, most likely.
That's all about some free food.
Could be poison.
I'm a dragonborn.
Resistant to poison.
But I think I could use the rest. So if we're not getting the rest, like we should probably get one of those in.
Well, that was kind of...
You're spent from the battle. 2 of you got pretty roughed up. The rest of you doing all right. A couple of spell slots have been spent, but I don't think it was a lot. But like I said, you know, out of character wise, these guys aren't looking to kill you. They, at this point, need you because the party they brought with them to get this hand, the hand is more important to them than their fallen comrades.
Okay. Well,
Because I don't want
we shout
you know,
out
you
and
guys.
hang out.
I don't want you guys to spend forever wondering where the trap is in this. But overall, they've invited you to a meal and are offering a dry place to stay.
I don't think there's a trap in it. And even if there was, we've already killed their best fighter.
I guess we would want to inspect those accommodations first, though. How deep in is this in the cave, you know? How much room is there between us and the exterior of the building, you know? How many doors are in the way?
Fair point.
Yeah, didn't we have a picture?
Yeah, I'm getting it back up. Hold on. Oh wait, you're already there. That one's already there. This one needs to be there. And that one's right.
Hush. Hush.
I didn't do this. I just brought it up on my screen. All right.
Roll for intimidation, Hank.
It's not very intimidating. Okay, that's that one.
Alright, I see the map now.
Yeah, I'm getting that caught back up. Alright, some of these start in one way and
Oh, actually, I just realized something. If we are going to hang out here for the night, we should probably go back for the wagon. And bring it on, and bring it on to where we are, so we're not just leaving the wagon out overnight.
alright, so
No. No.
Give me Patchy.
alright, so if I bring you guys in, are you able to see most of this cave?
Yeah.
Hank, hush.
Ah, those look like deer skeletons and stuff. Somewhere.
Well, I'm gonna go back to the wagon. Like, this is like foresty terrain, huh?
Hills.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back to the wagon. I should be able to manage it on my own, I guess.
Yeah, since the biggest thing I'm looking to do is introduce introduce this ugly-looking dude right here.
Doctor.
Oh, come on. There we go. Make that a regular size. Basically, he's throwing back the lore, you know. So the hand of Arthur, how did I spell that? See, I need my OneNote. Yes, the hand of Urith is that the orc Urith was the was the orc leader that attacked the forge spell, the spell of forge, you know, over 1,000 years ago, which broke the whole Phandelver pact and is the whole reason why the lost mine is lost. You know, this guy is speaking of the orc horde glory, and we've got, you know, there was thousands of united tribes under Urith. Brugor is his descendant, and once he has the hand, you know, he'll be able to unite the tribes yet again. And once again, there's more discussion of King Lorgru the Coward. He's made treaties with elves and dwarves and humans, and you know, he's talking shit about elves. He's got no filter on that. Seems to be putting up with you and loudly proclaims, you know, I haven't killed you on sight because you're now my best, you know, you're now Rugar's best chance of getting his hands on the hand. Yada, yada, yada. They've got a... Come on now. So they've got a definitive target as to, you know, there's a king they want to overthrow. That king, you know, he is considered to a more warlike orc as a traitor to the race. He openly trades with elves. He openly trades with dwarves. So now's the time. They're weak after the Silver Marches War, but you don't know a whole lot of what that means. But from the gist of the conversation, it's pretty obvious. Oh no, they're gone. But from the gist of the conversation, there was a war. They were not on the winning side of it. All right, hey guys.
Hey.
So, not sure what you missed, but ultimately, they've got a target. They feel like this King Lorgru is more or less a race traitor. Come on now. What is all this? He's up, and then he's off, and then he's on, but he's muted, and he's not really on, maybe, and I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
All right, good deal.
Did y'all kill your... Oh, no, there it is.
Yeah, I put it on my phone instead.
Ah, good thinking.
Oh, cool. I like how it switches to whoever's talking.
Yeah, I use it on my phone. I kind of like it.
So,
if you tap at the top, you can bring up the little list where you can see everybody.
is your phone on the house Wi-Fi, or is it on its own network?
It's on both, but it's working. I don't know why we kept cutting off on the laptop.
Okay. So, like I said, he has referenced the war of the Silver Marshes War. Basically, he feels that King Lordgrew is weak, and he's in the process of trying to reestablish the treaties that were wrecked during the Silver Marches War.
Yeah,
What's that?
I'm still here.
Okay. I thought I heard you ask a question.
I think somebody just said, did they say why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take the picture down?
What picture?
The one of One Eye.
I already took it down.
It's
You
stuck
can
on my
close it.
page.
I think you can.
Close it. Click up in the
I
click up in
closed
the
it.
top right of it. There you go.
I got it.
So, I mean,
I wanna ask this Shocker One Eye. I wanna ask him what's the if y'all are gonna overthrow this king, what then? Like, what's next?
this is we do what orcs do. We unite the tribes, and we show this continent what orcs are all about.
That's it.
We can always betray him later.
I don't know, like Atwak is kind of indifferent about this whole situation because, like, he was raised by lizard people in the woods. He doesn't really care about like what happens to the rest of everybody. He'll just go back to the woods.
No cake, but the food is surprisingly good. You know, venison, decent. It's not like they're sitting around eating rotten crap. They provide beer. The beer they provide is better than anything you've had in Phandalin so far, but you kind of gather that's because they've been raiding all the all the supply wagons, and anything they haven't grabbed, the goblins have as well. So it's
Oh, yeah, about this this necromancer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, necromancer.
Can we work something out with these guys about not attacking him? Because I'm kind of
Actually,
curious.
it'd be a good idea to just ask him what he knows about the necromancer and why he attacked him.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good point. Giving him information. Yeah, I want to ask him what's up with the guy up north. Like, why are they attacking him?
You may view us as savages, but even we know it's not right to raise the dead.
Well,
I got you. Everybody hates necros.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Necro lives don't matter.
That's right.
I don't know. I mean, I'm curious to see what the guy's trying to get up there. I think we leave him to it for a while and then come back and see what he's dug out.
But yeah, we should probably let him know he should leave the guy alone. So,
Forge of Spells.
we were planning on telling the dude.
Not in such an obvious Since the Forge of Spells is not in such an obvious area, I don't care what he's digging. He's probably digging up more bodies to turn into an undead army. The man is an abomination against all nature.
Could be something valuable, though. Then you could just take it from him.
Well, we don't need anything besides the hand. Nothing is more valuable than reuniting the scattered orc tribes into the former orc glory.
I don't know, do y'all want to have a new plan as we help the orcs kill the necromancer?
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I got a line of questioning, like, would they be interested in going with us? Like, how many numbers do you have that could go with this wizard necro?
Well, it says, thanks to your antics, there is me and Brugor and Blorb. And he's the one that is hunter's marked.
Oh.
So, hold on. I did.
I mean, that only lasts for an hour, so...
Yeah, by the time you guys are eating and enjoying some drinks, yeah, he's probably not hunter's marked, but this guy's a general peon.
Huh. Well, what do y'all think?
He
You wanna
says,
do zombie hunting?
with your help we may do it, but our concern is mostly the hand.
And they have no clue where the hand is, huh?
And they know that it's in the Forge of Spells.
Right.
They're hoping that now that they are closer to where they believe it probably is, that they should be able to get closer, find more info through supernatural means.
All right.
Well, wasn't it
we should probably not kill the necromancer yet, guys. We should probably go back to the necromancer, have these guys chill out and not attack, and just say we took care of the problem. We don't have to elaborate. We met the terms of the agreement.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't have an obligation
we can
to
find
the
that
necromancer,
later.
Because we're looking
for the same
to the
place.
necromancer, but he is the one that sent us after the orcs, so...
Right, we're not burning a bridge with them, though. We're telling them we're going to go do the job, and we're eventually looking for this place anyway, so... Stopping back to the necromancer might yield some more helpful clues.
Yeah, we don't know what he's digging for. And
right, and we did
the orcs don't think it would be enough.
These guys are interested in knowing what your next steps may be. They don't want to just sit around in the cave the whole time holding their dicks without any info. They're, at least curious as to...
Well, one thing is we did have on our agenda was to go after this Banshee up north, and
right.
We had a lot of questions for the Banshee. Well, what's one more question?
Right, yeah, that's, we can let them know of that, I guess, that we plan on heading up there.
So,
I mean, it would only take us, I guess a couple days to go back to the Banshee and then back there, I guess, 2 or 3 days, We'd go back and let them know something,
Honestly, apparently this Banshee is pretty knowledgeable. At least people around here seem to think so. We could probably just ask her the location of the Cell Forge thing. and maybe she knows. But, you know, who knows what she's going to want to answer these questions. We don't know that yet.
I think I got an idea. I did pick up this silver comb from her sister.
Well, I don't think
Wait.
it's her sister. That's just
Oh.
the cleric's title is sister.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever.
Mr.
I'm just a
Ariel.
drunk human.
No, it's fine.
I have been taking
Agatha the Banshee is fairly ancient.
Too much Roadhouse. Roadhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that would probably be the next logical step, since nobody really knows where this thing we're looking for is let's go ask someone who might know. And I think we can just include the orc in this deliberation. Like, you know, what do you think, Shakhtar? Have you heard of this Banshee?
Yeah, we can ask them what they know.
Since I don't like dealing with elves when they're alive, much less a dead elf.
Yeah. Any port in a storm, mate. Are you trying to do it without being noticed, or are you doing it blatantly?
That would be a dexterity roll.
The ultimate insult, a spiral piss through the room.
So,
Hey.
like I said,
Okay. All right, man. 8:30, huh? All right.
what's up?
Yeah, where's Gary in all this? Like, I can't hear you
Oh,
back there. Like,
He's off the clock.
oh,
He just knocked out. He's got to go to work tonight.
oh, that's like on the donkey.
Yeah.
Paco emerges from the mist. Yeah, there's the weary traveler.
So,
Funny, I can
Guys,
tell
I-
Amanda's still awake because I can hear that vape.
Yeah. I'm still awake, guys. I'm impressing myself.
so
Yeah.
you're able to get your long rest in. Everything's pretty uneventful.
All right, cool. So is this long rest? Can we go back to?
You got long rest. They're fine, you know, giving you your leave.
How many spell slots
Hey.
does the long rest give you back? All of them, or is
Oh,
it
gives
just
you
one?
everything. Gives you everything. You guys didn't take a short rest. Use hit dice. You're back up to full hit dice. Your full hit points, full spell slots. You're off for a fresh start. Like I say, these guys, they're holding their side of the bargain. They're not trying to murder you or anything. You get the idea they genuinely think that now that they've been put in the position that you've put them in, you are their best bet to getting what they want. They might not trust you fully, but at the same time, they're not actively trying to fuck your world.
Right. So back to the wizard or necro, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I thought we were going to
Well,
the
the
Banshee.
necro is on the way, though.
Yeah, the necro
gotta-
is between us and the.
I mean, we can just haul ass and ride by him and wave while we go, but
And we could, instead of going north,
But-
we could go northwest and go back to the road and then just take the road.
Right, but you don't want to get paid for the mission we just ran?
Well, I'm kind of worried that the orcs are not going to sit still. Like, we might
Well,
not
that'd be
get-
all the more reason to get paid earlier.
Right. Get paid now. So,
That's a really good point.
All right, cool. Well, I got the wagon.
because I mean, we plan on killing the Necro later, right? Like, I plan on killing him.
I don't really care.
The Necro,
I'll kill-
they are abominations. They should be killed.
I don't know. I can take him or leave him. I'm more curious about what he's trying to get there, and I think he's.
Well, yeah. Find out all that first, of course, and then kill him.
Yeah, well, I think we should let it. If he's digging something up, like I think it makes more sense to let somebody else do the digging, and then once he's got it.
Well, yeah, we
can
could stop by, get paid, and be like, all right, we'll be back. We're going to the Banshee now. We'll see you in a bit. And then come back and talk to him, then talk to the orcs. Then we can bring the orcs with us if we want to kill them then.
Yeah.
Right on. Let's find out. We might end up having.
I mean, if anything, the orcs, they're at least like meat shields, you know? We don't care if they live or die. We plan on killing them all, right?
They can soak up some damage.
All right. Well,
well,
first
then,
things first. Let's go get paid.
Yeah, let's
All right,
go talk to the
load up on the
Necro.
wagon, everybody, and off we go. I have animal handling, and I guess I guess it's my horse. So, like, well, no, we split the money on the horse, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it's our horse. Cool. Okay. So I'm driving. Let's go. I bought a saddle and saddlebags, so if we ever need to take him loose from the cart from the wagon and ride him just as a horse, like then we have that ready to go.
A little bit of inventory.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about struggling with not having a saddle. Alan, where'd you go?
Oh, sorry. I was pulling up.
This is like we're hearing from everybody but the DM. What's going on here?
You guys are riding back to Hummincost, and so you come into the well area. He's kind of digging around a little bit. He sees you coming up. He smiles and he waves. I mean, he seems pretty chill. He says,
I'm gonna hang with the cart and let somebody else do the talking.
comes up and asks, he says, hey, you guys were gone for a full day, and how'd everything go up there?
Well, it was a big fight. There were ogres and stuff. We killed them all. And your problem's solved. They're not going to bother you anymore.
Okay, as you're saying that, an owl flies down, lands on his shoulder. And he says, I saw the bodies. Looks like you guys upheld your part of the bargain. He goes back into his tent, and he comes back with a pretty sizable pearl. It's about the size of the one that you guys had got previously. It's worth about 100 gold.
100 gold.
All right. So we just split that up 5 ways, I guess. Do we want?
Well, we gotta sell it somewhere first. So
Right. Do we want to
our
like
loot.
just inventory it? We'll split it up later when Gary's here too, so he remembers and I remember.
I just had a thought, Galen. Is a strongbox an item that we can buy?
You guys actually have chest, at least
what?
a chest that there was a chest that was in there was a chest in the Goblin Cave that had a bunch of copper in it, you know. I mean, unless you guys have been walking around with 600 copper, you know, 100 silver, everything else, I mean, we can safely assume you guys, you know,
Okay, well, I say we add it to the strongbox.
Left the goblin chest at with the friendly halflings while you cleared out the next cave, and now that you had bought the cart, you know, loaded up the 2 chests that you guys have looted already, just to keep things easy. I don't particularly want to get granular on how much weight you're carrying because of how many money pieces you have on you, you know? So,
We should be able to
I'm
fit
fine with...
plenty in a chest. According to this, a chest can hold 300 pounds of gear.
And you have 2 of them. So...
Alright, so we lock it up, add it to the thing.
Alright, rolling on.
So, I mean, you get the idea
Anybody
that this necromancer is a little more chatty than now that you have done something for him. If there are any questions or anything you guys have, you got a feeling he's going to be a little more open with his...
Cool. So I want to ask him about what he's doing. What, like, you know, what's special about this place? It's just an old well.
Well, you guys had investigated a little bit already and saw that even though everything else is in ruins, the water in that well was still very clean. Cleaner than even other wells that you've seen that were in service and providing water for, you know, Phandalin, for instance. Basically, he lets you know that the watchtower was a part of the Netherese civilization. He feeds you information about Netheril. It was an ancient magocratic nation. Basically, it was a magocracy. People who did magic were the noble. You know, they were the nobles, they were the kings. They were, you know, the ones running shit. And this well was part of a system that provided clean water to everywhere. The magic here is still strong. I'm, you know, doing more study on the nation of Netheril in general, and hoping to find more powerful artifacts.
Okay. Have you found anything yet?
Nothing too major, but it is very interesting. And he pulls out a ring. This ring is definitely of a construction that looks different than anything you've ever seen. The art, even the metal it's made of, it's pretty exquisite.
Oh, that's Nepalese, huh?
Yes, that is Netherese.
Nepalese.
This is a little north from here. There are still pockets of people who refer to themselves as Netherese, but they definitely don't possess the skills to provide what is here. He says their capital was once a floating city They had a very impressive civilization before Dale Reckoning.
Dale Reckoning. The Reckoning of the Dale?
Dale, D-A-L-E, the Dale Reckoning.
Dale came and
Oh.
fucked their shit up.
Dale.
So, you know, you're an educated person. You know, the years are, you know, the 5th century before DR, or where you're at now is the 15th century after DR. So their idea of, you know, BC and AC, I guess, is this Dale Reckoning event.
Atwack does not know this.
That is correct. Atwack probably does not know this, but but at the time of the Dale Reckoning is when the high magic civilizations, you know, suffered a cataclysmic destruction.
So yeah, Atwack is taking notes because he finds all this fascinating.
So you gather at some point, like I said, it's not common knowledge as to what the Dale Reckoning was, but it is common knowledge that there was, you know, a cataclysmic event that, you know, you are now living post. So he's basically hoping to find maybe some information here that would give him some sort of insight as to the location of one of these fallen cities.
Have we asked him about the Spellforge?
You just
I think
did.
we did, but he didn't want to ask us about anything, or he didn't want to.
He might want to now.
Well, he lets you know that, you know, he's familiar with the Phandalin Pact. Let me...
Don't do it. I said don't do it. Both of y'all. Shh.
He
Slow it
says
down.
that,
Slow it down.
that the Phandalin Pact, which was the mages, the dwarves, and the gnomes,
Swap the couch.
that set everything up. It was actually within the 10th century, after it was kept this nation and Phandalin itself very prosperous until the orcs came in 1951 DR. You are, once again, you guys are in 1491 DR current day.
Yeah.
So you learn a little bit more than what you knew, but he says that that time period is not as interesting to me as, you know, learning more about the Netherese. He says I can provide you with more of a reward if you're able to ask Agatha the Banshee the name of the wizard that built this tower.
All right. So we got our answer then.
He says I would ask her myself, but if I anger her, my dig site is way too close to where she's at. I do not want to be trying to conduct my research and fend off a Banshee at the same time.
Okay, so what do you know about this Banshee? Does she just answer questions to anybody that asks, or like does she want to be paid, or what?
She is not exactly an open dictionary. If you're lucky enough to curry her favor, you may be able to get her to answer one question. She's pretty aloof. She's been around for a very long time.
I say we just go see what's going on over there. Go talk to that cleric, find out the Banshee location.
Alright.
Unless
Just
y'all
check
want
it
to hang
out.
out with this necromancer and his dead friends.
Nah, man, he keeps looking at me. funny.
I don't trust him. The necromancer, so, you know.
Skip merrily out of the necromancer's lair onto the banshee.
Alright.
Skip merrily.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's try to get some kind of, like, you know, supplies like food and water, you know.
Don't we have supply? Because we haven't really used it.
No, we can
got
always
fed-
top up, right? We can always top up.
Okay, well, I've got
Full
like 10
tank.
days worth of rations on me. I got 10 days worth of rations. I got 5 things of lamp oil. I got fishing tackle if y'all want fish.
All right, so we're good to go then. We should just go. Tell them we'll see them later. We're gonna go see this Banshee.
Right on.
And get that info we need. I'm sure it'll give some clue as to where we're supposed to go. Well, I know we need to go meet up with that druid after the Banshee. And the Necro and the Orcs again.
There's a druid.
Yeah.
There's a druid
There's
in the
a
Thunder
Thunder Tree.
Tree.
Oh yeah.
He has so far been your best lead as to where Cragmaw Castle might be.
Okay.
And Cragmaw Castle is where you believe Gundren is being held.
So, to Agatha's lair it is.
So Agatha's lair it is. Back on the cart.
All
Does
right.
anybody else has anything to say? Like, Amanda, you still awake?
Yep,
What do you want to do?
You want to ride?
I'm ready to go.
Even though
Alright.
Gary's on the donkey, he's the bard. I want to pretend that he's singing the theme song to Laverne and Shirley as we roll down the road to the Banshee.
Hey, Atruak has a pan flute and is proficient in the pan flute. If you want to song.
Well, give me those horses' reins and you get on that shit.
Hatchback is groovy, and when he's not adventuring with you guys, he's like making music in malls.
Hang on a second. Let me try. Oh dear. Well, it's not the best of songs. That's a 5 on a performance check there. I know. Actually, no. That is a proficient in it, so that I get to add 2 on it. So there's 7 on a performance.
It's enough to set the mood.
Awful.
It sets the mood. It does the job.
You guys are headed to the Connieberry. For now, we'll refer to each one of these squares as about 5 miles from the well. You guys are
Where are we headed from that well?
to Connieberry,
Okay. And each one of the squares is how many miles?
about 5 miles.
Okay.
So, you're moving at horse speed, drawing a cart. You know, you guys aren't hauling ass or anything. It takes a little bit of time, but you're there. It's, I mean, you're getting closer to the end of the day. 25 miles by 5 miles an hour is about, 5 hours. You spent a little time BSing with the old hum and cost, and you guys are all feeling pretty refreshed. 5 hours of hum and cost will
As we roll away in the cart, I wave back to him. Later, Hummer.
So, as you come in, the town, it's another ruined town. It's things are, the only thing left of any buildings would be the foundation, whether that's the first 2 feet of wall, where a wooden wall was built up beyond that, or spots where there was obviously whole wooden structures that no longer exist. This has not been a town for a very long time. But you find it, you guys have been given information as to where to go. It's been marked on your map. It's a little bit into the forest. As you get more into the forest, deeper into the trees, it becomes obviously darker. It's heavy vines, thick layers of moss drape over the branches. The more you get into the woods, the colder it gets. Around the bend of the trail, you see a screen made from warped branches and trees standing close together, woven in like a dome-like shelter in the shadows. A low doorway leads inside.
Keep an eye out for 3 teenagers with a video camera.
You don't see them or the Star Wars collectible tall-ass Mexican that would seem to be running those 3 teenagers. Which, me and Amanda met him, by the way.
Who's that?
He was the director of Blair Witch.
Oh, wow.
And he was not as cool as the producer from Lord of the Rings. That was my take. We met him.
Oh, wow.
That
So
guy
you
was
met Peter
producing
Jackson?
No, he was further down in the credits.
Was that the guy who did like the No. I lived in those behind-the-scene DVDs. I know who you're talking about.
Little bald dude.
Yeah. Cool.
I forgot his name, but he had a crush on Galen.
Ooh.
Actually, he was married.
That doesn't mean anything. He's
That's
still
right. He doesn't have any kids.
he's married to a dude, and he had a crush on Galen.
Oh.
He was not married to a dude. He was married to a lady. But either way, he was a real nice guy. Dude, we ate breakfast with him. He was real chatty, real friendly little feller.
Wow.
I say little feller. He was like taller than me. But yeah. So you've got this dome. How does anyone proceed?
Well,
I'd like to investigate and be stealthy.
Okay.
We don't hear or see anything in the vicinity of the
Hang on.
doorway. That's unusual.
No.
Banshees are like This is obviously a magical creature. You really think we can sneak up on it?
Right.
At the very least, you can walk in slowly, which
We
I'm
could.
not having you do a stealth roll, but I'm gonna take the stealthy as I'm not running in there screaming.
Right.
I think we parked the.
Hey, Emma.
I say we parked the wagon a respectable distance away, and we all just approach slowly with our hands empty, no weapons out. Peacefully.
Yeah. Be cool.
It's a magical creature we're talking about, and apparently this thing is really old, so there's a good chance it could just kick our ass if it wants to.
Maybe, yeah. Well, we got magic too.
Well, okay. But Atwax got his, I don't have a weapon out, but I have my shield on one arm. So my armor class is at max.
Okay, so
Just
you
for
guys
proceeding.
creep in. Once you pass the doorway of the woven wicker hut, it's definitely colder in here, and there's a deep feeling of dread. Cold pale light flickers in the air, rapidly taking on the form of a female elf. Her hair and robes waving respectfully. Pretty good looking lady. And within a flash, you are then met with the vision of the Banshee herself. I have shared somewhat of a picture here.
You see a Banshee?
That's a Banshee.
So the Banshee and the elf you just described, two different people? Two different entities?
It's all the same. Banshees are basically undead elves.
Okay.
So basically, we had the horror movie moment where she looked nice at first, and then all of a sudden, ah!
Oh, I see. Okay. Turned into a Chinese little girl.
And she does the whole thing. Foolish mortals! What do you want here? Do you not know that it is death to seek me out?
Well, no, we didn't know that.
I guess you think you're a big deal, huh?
No, ma'am. That's just says no ma'am.
So, here we are. There's no immediate lunging of attacks or anything else.
Oh, I think we should flatter her up. Oh, wise Banshee, we have crossed many, many forest trails to come seek your wisdom at this time of our dire need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let her
Well,
up.
yeah, like maybe introduce ourselves and, you know, hey, we came to ask you some questions.
Hey.
In hindsight, we should have probably brought some kind of gift.
Wait,
We're gonna
we have a
fucking
pearl.
hold shit. Yeah, let's give her a pearl.
Oh,
We got 2 of them.
Let's
okay.
wait and see if Sean's gonna speak up before y'all start
Yeah.
giving $100 gems.
Well, I was gonna offer, or at least I was going to take out the silver comb, the brush, and
Oh,
see
yeah?
if I get a response.
As soon as you do, the horrible, nasty Banshee form reverts back to that of the fair elf maiden, and she was very impressed by the comb. She even, speaks a little more straightforward and softly, and she says, that was mine anyway. Very well. I know that you seek many things, but you may ask me one question, and I will give you one.
Oh man, one question. So we have to ask about the wizard's well, huh? Or do
I think we should
or
take
the
a step
necromancer's
back.
well?
Yeah. What's our most important objective here? I think we should take a step back and have a little discussion.
Well, yeah.
I want to know how many questions we
over.
get, but is it one per each, or is it just...
No, I get one question.
Oh, well, we got like 5 questions here.
How many combs do we
People
have?
want to know. We got somebody. We got Sister Gariel that wants to know about Bo Gentle's spellbook. Then we got the Necromancer who wants to know about the wizard's name.
Right.
And then we also need to know where the Spellforge is.
Right.
You want to know where the Spellforge is. You still don't know where Cragmaw Castle is.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'd like to start with the castle.
The comb was given to you for the information on the spellbook.
Well, that is.
But it is up to you to ask whichever question you want.
And we gotta know that we can get this information, some of this information from other people in the towns.
yeah.
So we kind of gotta prioritize.
Like we don't need to ask about Cragmaw Castle because we already got the lead on the druid that might know where.
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
Okay.
And I don't think we need to ask about the spell book because wizard, necromancer, I'm sure they kind of go hand in hand. So finding out the wizard's name for the necromancer would probably be the best bet.
Well, I thought you wanted to kill the necromancer. 'Cause if we do it,
We want to get everything we can out of him first.
Yeah.
You don't want to kill him
But,
before you get all his info.
But you got the comb thing. Like that was from Sister Gariel, who has already sent us to get the. She wants information.
Well, we just won't go back to her without the spell book.
Well, how are we gonna find it?
I'm sure we can figure it out through the wizard and necro.
Well,
They would know something about spell books, you would think. I'm pretty sure there's another way.
all right. You want to ask about who built the watchtower, huh?
Yeah.
So the watchtower is the vote.
Where is it? Where is everybody?
I'm here.
I'm here.
Watchtower.
Mhm.
Is
Well,
it,
I'm down with whatever y'all want to do. I'm just running through the options,
so
I think we'll be
it's-
able to get all the other information we need for the other stuff.
So
And
what
for
do you
all we
say?
know, everything's with the spell forge.
Well, I'm concerned about the spell book, but I think we could probably find it out another way.
Maybe from the wizard.
Well, we
Yeah.
can always go back and to where we found that nice glass staff and do a more thorough search there. That dude had.
Yeah, there was that one room I said we should go back where that one-eyed creature was.
Yeah.
One-eyed Willie.
Yeah, also there's that. Yeah, that and the but I mean also like the wizard stuff. 'Cause we didn't really search the wizard stuff very thorough. Because remember there was the traveling guy that said he had some kind of spell book, and we didn't find the spell book.
Without anybody, skilled in the arcane, you wouldn't have known it if you had.
I mean, it would be the book. It would be the book nobody could read. I mean,
So,
but yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm down with whatever party wants to do. If you want to ask about the Watchtower, by all means, ask a question.
Ask away.
Yeah.
question is,
Or-
I built Old Well.
To know the name of the wizard who built that place.
Um, she answers you simply, Arthendal. And she vanishes.
Arthendal, huh?
Okay.
I have some history, I think. Does anybody... How do we figure that out with our history skill? 'Cause let me look at my character sheet. So I was looking at that the other
How
day.
do you figure out more about the well, or how do you figure out...
What'd she say? The well?
She said Arthendal.
Arthendal, that's what I want to know more about. So, how would my history skill of 3 aid me in any kind of trying to figure that out real quick with the roll of the die, or is that not
you
how
roll
it works?
a 1d20.
Okay.
You roll a 1d20 and add that 3.
I got a 20 plus a 3, 23. Like you can see that, but I swear to God, it's a 20.
Yeah, I'll take.
Cool. That's
Bearing in mind that this was 345 years before the reckoning,
oh, my history ain't that good. Okay.
but you know that he is there to study the ancient Netherese Empire. And that is more or less, you know, what you kind of gather.
Oh, very good.
Okay, so what does the rest of the party have to say? She disappeared. We know we have this town
We
or
got the
destination.
name. We got the name. That's all we needed, really. That's what he asked for.
So I guess we'll just end up asking
Yes,
somebody in
indeed.
a town where that place is eventually.
I guess since she just disappeared, Atwag just kind of calls out, "Thank you."
Oh, yeah, he pay it forward, be polite. Okay, so we talked to the Banshee.
Okay. So is there anything around here of value or note? Not that I want to take.
Yeah, we probably best to just avoid looting in this place.
No, I would still like to look around for any obvious pointers or clues.
Now there's really not much of anything. It still feels really creepy and really cold in there.
And there's just this
Maybe
one
we should get the
room.
fuck out of there.
It's just a single room. It's just a small wicker dome.
Okay, let's get
No,
out.
no point in hanging out there.
Nope.
Well, off we go. Back to the wagon.
La 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 la.
So I guess are we going back to the necromancer, or?
I mean, we may as well. We got the information he wanted.
Okay.
We promised better rewards for this.
Actually, I guess it's probably like the middle of the night now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting
probably
dark.
right.
but
He's a
it's,
necromancer. You know he's like he's
Oh, of
up
course he's
listening to
up
Peter
all
Murphy
night.
somewhere.
Hey!
You guys come up and he's
Can we make it back to the
thinking about
necromancer before we have to go to sleep?
It woke me up.
How
Was having a little nap.
rude of them. How rude of them, those mean little dogs.
power napping.
Just power napping.
Alright. So yeah, can we make it back to the necromancer before we have to sleep, or like, do y'all want to try to carry on through the night, or what? 'Cause it took us most of the day to get here, didn't it?
It's like a 5-hour trip.
Oh.
I mean, I've driven 10 hours in a day. I've driven way more than that in a day.
If he's got his little army of zombies, you might not want to walk up on him in the middle of the night.
What's the closest town? Connieberry?
Connieberry is in ruins. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel cold and super dreadful like the closer you got to the Wicker Hut.
Well,
Do you even
we
look at
kinda
the
have
map?
We kind of have the favor of the Banshee. We could just crash in Connieberry for the night and then go through the wizard in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean,
Find
Yeah,
us
I
a
guess
nice,
it's good.
find us a nice building that we can just park the wagon, kind of make a tour inside, and build up a fire, and let y'all want to carry on through the dark.
There's no telling what other kind of nasty bastards are out here hanging out around a Banshee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the Banshee seems like the big bad, and she seems to like us well enough.
Well, yeah, now that she's gone, who's going to be coming up in here? You know,
I
we're
don't
cool
think she's
not wanting to
gone.
fuck with her shit, but like the next baddest baddie
I
might be
don't
on
think
this
she's
way.
gone. I think she's just tired of talking to us.
Yeah. So. So what are we debating here? Whether to go to Connieberry or all the way back to the wizard who is...
Well, we're basically in Connieberry, right?
Well,
Like,
we're 5
we're
miles
right next
away,
to it.
2 miles away. Technically, we're a
but
few
like,
miles
what
away.
I'm saying is, like, if we go back to the necromancer, we're going to be getting back in like the middle of the night. Now, I guess it's okay, but you know.
I mean, but if we
I mean,
just...
he'll be up.
How much real time are we going to waste by sleeping in Connieberry, though? Do we have to stop planning for the day, or 10 minutes, or what?
All right.
No, I'm curious. I just don't know. Like
Well,
taking a
I mean,
night,
I'm
a
saying
long
like
rest.
Connieberry is like nothing. I was just saying like if since it's like nighttime in game, it's like finding a place to camp. Like Connieberry would be a great place
I don't
to
know.
camp.
I don't see a point.
And I'm cool with it.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm down with whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with camping if we can keep playing for a little bit.
Absolutely. No, we're still going.
I'm
Okay.
not talking about ending the game. I'm just talking about you know.
I know, but that was my
You
question.
rest and then you travel during the day.
So my question, just more of a general gameplay. When you take a long rest, you can just like pause for a couple moments and say, okay, we're now awake and keep playing, or because like and I'm not complaining, I'm just asking how it works.
No, a long rest represents about 8 hours.
Okay.
That 8 hours, in order to get the benefits of a long rest, you aren't doing anything more strenuous than reading. You gotta sleep 6 hours. You know, it's you can't be like, oh, I'm going to take a long rest, and, oh, I'm going to work on this armor I've been smithing. You know, it's a long rest. You rest for 8 hours. Elves in particular have a trance they can do where they gain all the benefits of a long rest after a 4-hour trance.
No. I haven't looked at that. I was focusing on fighter stuff. I need to just start looking at the elf stuff.
Yeah, the elf trance is pretty cool.
Yeah, a couple of elves make for all night watch, and everybody gets a long rest. Looks like Amanda's taking a long rest right now.
I guess that puts Mike on first watch. So that being said, Mike, can you roll a perception check?
It's 19 plus. What do I? Is that wisdom that I add to it? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have
0.
perception as a skill. So. But 19 is more than enough.
Okay.
You're kind of sitting up, you know, paying attention on the darkness. And you basically hear some small screeching, and about 5 bodies come swooping in from the direction of the forest. I have divided 8.
What came swooping in?
Wait, hold on. Everybody's asleep. I haven't woken you up yet. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So I call upon my ancient ancestry and elf lore with a high-pitched baby scream of doom to alert my party to get the fuck up.
It's a long version of Scream Like a Woman.
I yelp like a woman. Yeah.
Like Kramer trying to get Joe DiMaggio's attention in a donut shop.
That's right.
So, there's 5 of these little fuckers.
What in the hell are they?
It's a sturge.
A surge?
Like Sturgis? Sturge.
Oh.
But there's 5 of them,
Like
so it is Sturgis.
Across, it is Sturgis. And it is a cross between a bat and a mosquito, basically. They're small. They're considered tiny in size. And they come right on in. We'll roll some initiative.
Yeah. Sound like a lot of dice.
Give me just a second to jot down my order here.
Oh, okay, there's the picture.
La Sturge. 1 note. Almost there. Hey, Galen, real quick. I opened up the OneNote document on this new tablet I have, and I may have fucked it up, and then I closed it. So... just, I didn't mean to, man. It just happened. I closed it before I could do any permanent damage. I think. Okay.
Everything.
Okay, I'm just mentioning in case, like, in 3 days you notice something's all whacked out. It's me.
Okay, that's no
Okay.
problem. I don't see anything at all.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I might see it now. That's there we go. Fixed. Alright. Give me just a second. I have got their order listed, but I'm going to go mute out Amanda. Hold on.
Okay. He needs to work like a dragon's lair into the game. So then we'll have Amanda, you know, with the dragon's birth in the background. It would add to the immersion. But she is playing longer every time. Oh shit, am I muted?
No, you're not.
Nope.
Everybody's being kind of quiet.
I'm talking and trying to read at the same time. So I'm not paying attention, so y'all I don't feel bad if y'all aren't paying attention either.
Who's not paying attention? What are we talking about? All right, so give me initiatives, and basically this will be.
Oh yeah.
This
I got
will be
17.
a surprise round for everyone, but Mike.
Stupid question. Is there a modifier on the initiative roll?
It is
Yes.
dexterity.
Dexterity, okay. I got a 13 on the die, and dexterity is I'm 2, I'm guessing. Character sheet's loading now. I think it's 2. So 15. I'm at 15. Yeah.
That is Pat. Did you get a roll?
15.
15 total.
Yeah.
Even with all that crazy pluses and whatnot.
Yeah, well, I've got +5 to my initiative total, so I rolled a 10.
All right.
I'm trying to get into my email right now, and for some reason it's not taking my fucking password. I can look at the OneNote.
So, Mike, one of them swoops in right at you.
What about mine?
What
What'd
about
you get?
I got
You got
17 plus 3.
17 plus 3. 22. So, still, one of them is moving first. Swoops in at Mike. Swoops in at the couch slapper. But it's, you know, hits your shoulder, bounces off the armor, heads on. Sean, you are being woken from sleep. That would be a surprise round.
Yeah.
You get to move, you know, at the next turn.
Right.
Or the next round. Couch Slapper, it is your turn.
Okay,
You
so
have one well within striking distance, and then there's another 3 of them still flying in, hoping to.
okay, well, I've got my steak knives out, and I'm gonna go ahead and roll for a hit on the one that's in striking distance.
They're more or less all in striking distance. They're swarming you like mosquitoes.
Okay. So shit. It's an 11 on the die plus 4. That's 15.
That's a hit.
Okay.
You have a +2. It drops out of the sky. These things are literally half between a bat and a mosquito.
Okay.
They're gonna drop easy, but
Well,
I
I've got
rolled a random encounter, and you guys got the numbers.
Okay. So I've got a
You
second
have
throw.
bonus action, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's what I wanted to. Okay, so on for a fighter, I don't understand this. 2-weapon fighting. When you engage in 2 weapons fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack.
So unless it's called out, so let's say you're a rogue and you want to do, 2-weapon fighting, you can. you can attack and you can bonus action attack. But if you hit with your bonus action, which is your offhand, you don't get to add your damage modifier to it.
So if
As
I
a
had
fighter-
one weapon, I could do one attack, then a bonus attack, and then I would do it?
No.
Huh.
If you have one weapon, you get an attack.
What's the second attack then? Maybe that's what I'm missing.
The second attack you get at like 5th level, and it is listed as an extra attack.
Ah, okay, thank you. Okay, I did read about that. Okay. Okay, so this is, anyway, this is my second roll on, yeah, that's a 1 on the die plus a 4, so that's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, that's not going to hit anything.
Okay.
One of them actually gets you. That is 5 points of damage. It actually latches onto you and pulls 5 points of damage due to blood loss.
More screeches of elf winch.
The rest of them missed you. We're back to the top of the initiative order, and that one already died. So it is. So Xenos is awake, and it's like, holy fuck! There's some kind of bat mosquito thing stuck to my body over there, and there's 2 more circling his head. So commence with. There's a mosquito on your head and slap the shit out of him, I guess. I don't know, whatever you're looking to do.
No, this is gonna turn
the
out.
Mike said.
It's like attached to, you know,
To Mike?
like his leg or something.
Slapper. Alright.
There's also 2 more that are kind of buzzing around him. You saw him
I'm going
swoop in, and
to
he's ducking and dodging them.
plan on getting up and using my staff to smack the nearest one.
Smack, smack, smack.
Roll.
Alright, let's see here. I got 3 on the die.
Alright, you miss, but you are also equipped with bonus actions.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to spin kick, you know, like jump in the air and like, pow, kick one out.
Did you say it's gonna be a roundhouse kick?
And, well, that one was a 5.
Alright, you guys are swatting at mosquitoes and not doing so well. I believe that it's actually Atwag's turn. It is indeed.
They're gonna
My
wipe
first
our
turn?
party.
Is it my first turn, or did I miss one because I got surprised?
You were
missed one
surprised.
because you got surprised. So you're awake
Okay.
on your feet.
Okay, so I don't get get
Yeah.
my bonus. Yeah, I don't get my bonus attack on my first, because with my Gloomstalker I get an extra attack on my first turn.
Oh,
Since I was surprised, since I was surprised I don't get that. Okay.
thanks.
All right. Well, I'm up and longbow's out. I'm gonna shoot one.
All right.
I'm gonna try to anyway.
As of note, I'm not big on critical failures, but if you're shooting a longbow at basically bat mosquitoes that are buzzing around your buddy's head, a 1 will result in another row to see if
You get
the armor
bit.
class of your buddy.
They're like actually the size of mosquitoes, because I thought these things were like the size of vultures.
They're more like the size of bats. They're listed as tiny.
Oh, okay. Can I back up and use my sling instead?
Yeah.
I have a sling. All right, I'm gonna sling a rock at him, or a bullet at him. That is a 19 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Ooh.
Your dexterity modifier is at least a +1, right?
Yes.
You don't even have
Well,
to
it's
bother.
a,
These things
I
have
already added, huh? They only have 2
These
hit
things
points.
have 2 hit points, so
Okay.
basically you hit it and it drops.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 and a D4 for the damage.
Oh, hell yeah. It explodes.
Man.
And it's, you know, much like when you slap a mosquito with blood spray.
My blood.
There's 3 of them. They are still buzzing around Mike. Well, one of them does... Hold on. The one that's actually attached to you does not have to roll to hit. It does 7 points of damage.
Ooh.
And then flies, then lets go. And then begins to kind of fly back towards the woods, but it's moving a little slower. It gets about 20 feet away from you. But the other 2 missed, and we're back at the top of the round, which is Enough.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try to smack another one with the staff.
Alright.
Alright, that's a 9 on the die.
Plus 5 or something?
Right. Yeah,
Okay,
plus
so
5.
that's a hit.
Okay.
Once again, as soon as you hit it, it's dead. There's no point in rolling.
Roll it.
Damage is already, the modifier is
Alright.
already higher, so.
So now I'm gonna try to spinning roadhouse kick this other one.
Alright.
Roadhouse.
Oh, that's a hit. 15 on the die.
Alright. Smack.
Fucking A.
Drops that one out, and it is now Atchwak's turn. And there's one that's a little fatter, slowly fluttering off back to whence it came.
I want to bust that one.
Yeah, it's got stolen blood. That's
Hey,
Mike's
Sean.
blood. I mean, couch holder.
Taking another swing attack at it, I guess.
Yeah. Oh dear. Dang, I might have missed him this time. That is a 9 total.
Oh yeah, you miss. And it flutters about another 20 feet out, so it's like 40 feet away from you, but it's obviously got what it came for.
Yeah.
But it is Xenos' turn. If you've got a dagger or a dart or...
Oh, I could just use Sacred Flame on it.
There you go. And, yeah, a little bit of a lightning show. And, sure enough, just poof, red mist. And, definitely a lot more red mist than the previous ones. You guys have smattered it out.
Alright. Well, I guess we can keep going on our trip then.
Well, finish out your rest, but
Yeah. Yeah, are we doing a long rest? Is that what we're doing?
doing the long rest. The rest of the evening goes uneventfully. You all spend a, little extra time sleeping in because of all the crazy action and slapping mosquitoes. And, just a second, because you guys are done. More than welcome to head back for
On the way!
you head back to Humming Cost. Wait, somebody put it on. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Cards.
I don't know. I grabbed 5 of them the other day. Sean took one from me today. I don't even know what they do. And I just threw
Wait, what
5
did I
of them.
take? Oh, the cards?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about either. I know I stole one.
I just threw 4 of them out onto the board randomly, and they were gone from my name. I didn't know where they went. But yeah, somehow I got those under my name the other day. But anyway, fuck 'em.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the cards.
Me neither. I've been staring at that number all night. So where are we headed?
You guys are, I think you're headed back to Hummin' Koss since y'all asked his question as opposed to
Yeah, right. We're
another,
going back to the humming top guy.
Where was he at? At the well?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
back.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I am determining XP since there are things you can decide to do or things you cannot decide to do. I'm keeping track of XP for what'll probably be your next couple of levels. So, alright, that's there.
I'll take it. The old smoke break.
All right. So, you make it back. The old red-robed, wizard. You give him his information. He says, at the sound of the name Arthendal, he smiles.
Yeah.
And basically, he says, yes, the Terraseer. Basically lets you know that he actually became a lich and survived the downfall of the Netherese. He doesn't know exactly where he's at, but he's kind of got a general idea that he knows that he can figure it out. He is incredibly grateful, and actually provides. He goes back to the tent and comes back with the ring.
The ring.
The one ring to rule them all.
Probably not, but it is. It is the ring of protection.
Oh, kick ass.
He lets you know that whoever is wearing the ring, it does require attunement. For your own notes, but it does indeed give you a bonus of +1 to armor class and saving throws.
Well, who should we let have that?
I'm fairly okay as far as my armor class. It'd probably be better to give that to one of the, like a magic user or whatever. Do we have a magic user? We got a bard.
Yeah,
we got a cleric and a bard, huh?
Yeah, I'm a cleric, but my armor class is 18.
Yeah, he's already getting a +1 through the staff.
Staff, yeah. So 18's pretty high. I think Gary might need it most. I don't know.
Probably.
What's yours, Mike?
Yeah. Mine's 16 too.
Yeah, Mike's out smoking a cigarette. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be Gary that needs it.
Let's look at Gary's real quick.
I think his is like a 15.
He's 14,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he's the only one under 15.
Well, mine is technically 14, but I carry the shield, so it makes it 16.
No,
Yeah. But still, yeah, Gary could probably use it the most. You know,
I mean,
beef
you
him
also
up.
have You also have the idea. You could also be looking at it as you have a shield and sword fighter that is also at 18, but you know, 19 is certainly harder to hit than that. But wherever y'all want to go with it, there is no wrong choice on who to give
Right.
armor class to. So you
Yeah,
can
it's either way.
It
either
also
way.
requires attunement, which doesn't matter now, but
But
later
once
on,
you can only do like what, 3 items or something?
I think that's it, yeah. And I haven't looked it up because nobody's had enough of them to really matter. But later on, it might matter.
Yeah.
And there's really no
mean,
level that +1 armor class is a bonus.
I think we'd all like to have it, but whoever
At
it
some
can
point,
work best on.
Yeah, I think at some point it'll probably get passed around either way.
Right.
Oh wait, you can take it off and put it on other people?
So what? Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you just take it off, and then the next person can attune to it.
Okay, okay.
So
Alright.
if at
So
some
it's not
point-
locked to one person.
exactly. If at some
Okay.
point, you know, he finds 3 more magic items that, you know,
Yeah,
are
better
more
fit.
valuable than +1, you know, he can pass it.
Well, I mean, I got that crystal staff, so I'm kind of, you know, like somebody else to get the ring.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
That seems fair to me.
Hey, we
For
get
now,
it to the
I'll
bars.
just add
He's
it.
probably the.
Since he's not even here, we'll just add it to the loot page, and then,
Yeah.
you know, at the beginning of next session, you guys can...
Right, yeah, we'll split it up.
Does the ring look like the picture?
Absolutely. It is a very unique ring.
It's a badass looking ring, either way.
You know, the ring is of Netherese origin. I mean...
Yeah, I'd like to have it too, honestly. Then my armor
Based
class
off-
would be 19.
Based off the history that you guys have been given, you know, this thing is easily 2,000 or 3,000 years old.
We could all roll dice for it next time we're on and everybody's active.
And, you know,
I'm not going to roll for it.
for all you know, you could probably sell it for more than what a regular ring of protection is listed, just the historical value of it. So
That's true.
bear all that in mind.
Right.
All right, so he gives you the ring. He says thank you very much, and he is interested in getting back to his work. He is not near as chatty as he had been. But he did share with you what he knew about Arthendal. Arthendal became a lich and outlived the Netherese civilization.
And this guy's trying to find a damn lich.
You know, you really do kind of get the idea that he's very academic in his, in his approach to what he's got going on here. He comes from the land of Thay, and
Right.
it's heavily rumored that the king of Thay is a lich himself. So, it's not like these things don't exist.
Well, yeah, no, but, I mean, nobody wants a lich over here.
So, it's up to you guys as to where to go now.
Alright.
We don't really have anything for the orcs. We could just go on to the other place, to meet up with that druid in Thunder Tree.
Well, because the guy that's the Cragmaw, or the bear, whatever his name is, Gunriver.
Yeah.
He's got the map. He's got the map that takes us to the Spell Forge, right?
Yeah,
I guess
that's
the next.
kind of what you're thinking.
Right.
the
We need to
la-
go
the
to
next
Thunder
logical
Tree
thing-
and see if we can find that fortress. And that's where he's going to be.
Yeah, let's go see if we can find the druid that they told us about back in town, and see if he knows where Cragmaw Castle is.
Yeah, there's really nothing we can do with the orcs, you know. I mean, yeah, we're right by them, but that's like hours away.
This is the next step toward helping them, really.
Right. Yeah, we should just head to Thunder Tree, I believe.
Yeah, piss on the orcs. Thunder Tree.
Yeah, I mean, what are they gonna do? They gotta go by that old well first before they can get out, and that Necro is gonna kill them. There's only 3 of them left. We can go kill them. We can just go down there and say, "Hey, we're killing you now," and then we'll kill them and leave.
Just want to kill everybody? You kill the necromancer, kill the... We'll just go on a crime spree throughout the country. We're gonna start murdering everybody. Why not?
Yeah, but they're orcs. Nobody's gonna cry about them being killed. Nobody's gonna be like, "Oh, we gotta hold you accountable."
I don't know, there is an entire kingdom of orcs very nearby.
Yeah, I mean,
they
orcs will
they
hold
might
you
be a little
accountable.
upset about it.
The humans won't.
The humans
But
aren't
yeah,
gonna be
we
the
should
ones
probably
that kill
let's
them.
not go kill them. They seem all right. We won't kill them unless we have to.
So, I mean, yet again, you guys, pass by Phandalin to get back to where you want to head for Thunder Tree, unless you guys want to risk pushing through the
Cragmore.
forest. I
I don't know about going through the forest, but what about going back to Cragmar Hideout and the One-Eyed Willie?
The One-Eyed Willie is in Tressendor Manor.
That's in
Which is
town.
back in
Really?
Phandalin.
Yeah, never mind. We're not going there right now. We'll go back later. When we go back to Phandalin.
So headed back to Phandalin?
No. When we go back to Phandalin later, we'll go to Thunder Tree first and try to find this druid and see what he's knowing about.
Yeah. Do y'all want to go through the woods, or do y'all want to go around the woods?
I'd rather go around the woods. We have a giant wagon,
It sounds like a better plan. Like it'd be a lot easier travel-wise.
If we're going down the road, then we'll be passing by Phandalin before we get anywhere near Thunder Tree.
Well, yeah, you're right. We could stop by Phandalin and go kill One-Eyed Willie.
I'm down. I'm kind of curious. And now that we've been informed about the existence of the spell book in the manor, I kind of want to see if we can find it before the other dude does, so we can sell it to him.
Yeah.
First full day of travel would get you about here. That's 30 miles at 5 miles an hour. That's probably 6 hours. 7, 8, 9. 10 hours gets you to about here. You've spent time discussing a little bit, but not overly much. Like I said, the guy was, shared in his excitement to know the name of the wizard, and then, provided little information after that, handed over the ring. Definitely conveyed his unwillingness to part with it, but the amount of help you guys have given him, he feels that his archaeological expedition will be much more successful in the months to come. He feels like he's going to find other shit, so he has no problem parting with this particular item. You guys can get most of the way to Phandalin. You camp. you do the same, you know, setup for the watch. It's all pretty uneventful. And then you can make it the rest of the way to Phandalin, spending 3 hours to get there. You're still there, you know, with plenty of time to kill in the town of Phandalin. At this point, you have done something that the town master was interested in. You've done something that Sister Gariel was interested in, although you did not get the question that she wanted.
Right.
You have provided you have gotten the information that Edermath is interested in. He didn't want you there to kill the undead. He just wanted to know what the hell that was all about.
Right. We need to go check on our buddy Goblin anyway.
Yeah, I think we should hit the. If we're going to be staying in Phandalin for any amount of time, we'll go to the orchard first, and then we can leave our horse and cart there. Friendly with them.
Yeah. Pull up the orchard.
Yep. I see.
Just a moment, because he has more to discuss. Perhaps. So yeah, you get there. You see Droop. He's out, you know, tending to, you know, some chores on the property. He is fairly well dressed. Not,
Better be inquired.
you know, he's not, you know, dressed for like a night on the town or anything, but he's got work clothes that fit him. He's definitely cleaned up a little bit. He's excited to see you. He's, you know, "Ah, you guys are awesome. I can't believe you got me the job. This is the best way to live my life. I haven't felt this much peace. There's been days since I've had to lick on the floor. This is super cool." And he's, you know, he's definitely being treated a lot better. You go in, you meet with Edermath, and he says, you know, and you know, you comment on, you know, Droop looking pretty good. He says, well, you know, Kilgore and Yancey made quite an impression on the town, and after, you know, speaking with Yancey, we really learned that, you know, while the most common goblin is the shit-eating raider type, that's not a given, you know, and Droop has definitely been helpful and receptive to helping out. And the hell, he works for cider, and when he you know, and he gets it done. You know, he's happy to have a roof over his head, and he gestures to like a little tool shed, you know, and he's like, he's more than pleased to spend his days there. The rest of the town is kind of taking him on as kind of a mascot, you know. Yancey talked with him a little bit, and the more people were exposed to Yancey and his, you know, and his charming little self, you know, feel, there's not as much of a stigma around drinking. It's honestly been pretty unique for all of us. He motions over to the Stonehill Tavern and lets you know that Kilgore and Yancey are still, in town. He provides a little 5-gallon barrel of cider as payment. He never really promised much. He was just interested in knowing.
Right.
He's
I'm happy with some cider.
he's you guys have definitely proven even more capable than we expected. Couch Slapper, coming from the background that he has, is definitely a little more well dressed than the rest of the party. The cloak that goes with his armor is a little more extravagant.
Yeah, I pretty much just wear like robes.
The chain shirt that Atuak recently got is the nicest garment he has ever owned.
Not only is there a chain shirt, but the rest of it is adorned with bone jewelry and
Right?
which may or may not be human. Nobody's bothered to ask. But,
You don't want
but
to
it,
know.
yeah, it's creepy. But he's not in a big hurry to kind of send you guys along, but he pulls the Couch Slapper and Xenos aside, and well, actually, Xenos is not invited, but he pulls the Couch Slapper aside, and he lets you know, I didn't always just tend to farm. I'm still in decent standing with the Order of the Gauntlet. I let you know that it's a coalition of morally upstanding warriors and knights and paladins who dedicate themselves to the destruction of evil in Faerun. They're a unified group, bonded by their staunch dedication to enforcing justice in the realms. He basically, is giving you kind of an offer to kind of join in if you're all interested.
Yeah. I don't know much of your order, but I'm familiar with it, so yeah. But okay. So he's pulled me aside, told me about this order, asked me to be in it. Yeah, I'm interested.
He says, as protectors of the realm, we are an organization, but we're not as organized as you'd be bound by you would be able to you'd be justified to punish an act of evil, but careful not to interpret thoughts or feelings as an act. his little house and comes back out with a small leather patch. It's got a little silver emblem on it with basically a gauntlet holding a sword by the blade. And, you know, says, is good weapon against evil. You may be required to demonstrate both strength and valor, right? But at this point, Chevelle.
Wait, what? I have a Chevelle?
Sure.
That is your title. Your title is Cheval.
Cheval. Okay. Driving across the land, my Chevelle dishing out justice.
Does the rest of the party hear this, or is this all something that Eldermouth is doing?
It's only
doing
Couch
on the side
Slapper.
with Couch Slapper?
It's a side conversation with Couch Slapper.
Yeah, you don't know about this yet.
No.
But if he's giving me a patch to wear,
He is not quick
Alright.
to bestow this honor on,
Like we're not gonna notice a fucking badge on him all of a sudden. Like where'd
Yeah.
that fucking come from?
well, he can either wear it as a badge or he can keep it in his pocket and flash it, you know, when
Right?
so back to this conversation.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so it's pretty cool that that you reached out to me, but why me? What about me? Why did you approach me and not the rest of the crew?
This is to be honest, you look like you run with a pretty mixed crowd. I've plenty of adventuring in my time. Sometimes it takes a motley crew to get the business done, but you seem to be of a great moral character.
Fair enough.
It says, and
Man, these demons coming from around the corner. I've got to look around this house. It sounds like demon screams. I'm sorry. Fucking
I'll
walk.
go check on some demons and stuff.
all in all,
Can't go drop some demons off at the pool.
all in all,
Uh,
this is pretty much as much as you're going to get out of this guy. You got 5 gallons of cider in a small barrel. You see that your buddy is being treated well, and he's a very happy goblin. You guys are welcome to give him the ring of protection if you want. But you now know that
What good is the ring of protection gonna do him? He's just fucking getting apples.
man, might help him from getting scratched on branches or something.
Yeah, I mean, sure, everybody's loving on him now, but he's eventually gonna get bullied by somebody.
there was the thought that we have the wagon now. We need somebody to handle it. But it kind of seems like he's just being welcomed into the town.
Well, he seems happy here, though.
Yeah, he don't want to go on a life of adventuring. He made that clear earlier.
It's kind of obviously a little chicken shit bastard. I mean,
Yeah, he ain't gonna do no good. We'll just end up getting killed.
bullied by the others for a reason,
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
so next up, break the news to Sister Yariel.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna tell this chick. We didn't get her information, but we did give away her comb.
We forgot what it was when we got there and asked the wrong thing.
I didn't forget. She wanted to know about the wizard's spellbook.
Well, we're still on our way. We know where that is,
Tell her
right?
we've got to find it. We've got leads.
Yeah, we've got good leads.
We can tell her we got good leads, but we haven't found it yet.
We've got leads like you've never seen. We've got the
But that's the thing,
biggest
all the
leads.
leads.
The spellbook of manor is not the spellbook we were supposed to ask about.
You know they say that I have the best leads.
Yeah. Kind of a big lead here, you know?
Come on, look out. She's going to challenge y'all to a push-up contest. Come on, you fat.
I have acrobatics.
I have athletics.
There you go. Oh, man. Since you brought it up, I cannot believe that these are presidential candidates, either one of them.
Oh, God.
You guys seen the video? Biden calling that dude fat, challenging him to push-ups?
No.
I didn't.
What?
Holy shit.
Town hall meeting, and this big old fat guy stands up and was like, you know, I vote Democrat normally, but I do have some concerns about, you know, the news that you got your son a job, you know, with the Ukrainian gas company. And Biden got all mad and never said,
Jesus.
oh, God, yeah. It does.
Yeah. I really think that's just a really great situation. We should just keep doing whatever to keep that going on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, those lizard people things? Yeah. Wow.
Mr.
Yep.
Gargamel, Town Master Harbor. That's about it. You also, you know, keep hinting to One-Eyed Willie and the Tretsinger
Yeah.
family.
Yeah, we should go,
Yeah,
just go do
Yeah,
that.
if you'd like to go wrap that up and see if we can kill this thing, like that would be
Do we want to do it with just 3 of us, or just do that first thing next session?
I kind of got the feeling last time we ran into him, it would have been a problem, but this time we're a little stronger
Right.
now.
Yeah, we're all level 3 now, so we could probably wipe the floor with them.
Man, but I would very much like to go try to find this spellbook.
Well, I mean, we should talk to Sister Gariel, and we should talk to the guy at the Town Master Hall on our way to Tressendor.
Yeah.
Well,
Since it's all on the way.
you also know that Kilgore was looking for.
Oh, right.
Hold on.
Well, so That's what I was looking for. Like Galen, like just to clarify, the spellbook that Sister Gariel is looking for is a different spellbook that Kilgore is looking for, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering that too.
Probably not.
You're gonna have to ask Galen that again.
Probably the same spellbook.
Well, that would make it complicated.
Maybe. I mean, they both seem like reasonable people. Maybe they could share.
All these choices, all these choices.
You don't really
Welcome,
know,
welcome to D&D, man.
but you might get, you know, more information from talking to Kilgore.
Right. So there's like 3 things we need to do in town. Easy.
Yeah, I think we should knock those 3 things out, and then if we've
Yeah,
got time
Sister
tonight, we go to the
Gariel,
manor.
Townmaster's Hall, and talking to Gariel or Kilgore or whatever.
So, sisters. I think the
So
sisters'
we're right
house
by
is first.
Sister Gariel's house. We can
Yeah.
go there first, then in Townmaster's Hall, and then wherever the fucking Kilgore's at.
Right. We didn't get the
Whichever
information that she wants via the comb, but we do have good leads on where the book is. So
Exactly.
let's
Yeah.
just
And
lay it on like
we're
that.
following up. We're just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tagging in to say, hey, we didn't forget about you.
And she's a fucking
But
nut,
now, hold on,
man.
like, but
They're all about patience
did we
and
clarify
forgiveness.
that?
What?
Is it the same spellbook?
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh,
Galen.
I don't know anything. You don't know.
Well, no, it's like, what I'm just asking is the
We don't know.
spellbook that Sister Gariel is looking for, is it the same spellbook that Kilgore was asking us about?
I mean, it's a pretty suspicious thing, you know, 2 people looking for a spell book.
Well, Kilgore was asking about the spell book that belonged to the wizard that you killed and took the staff.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That's the one that's at the manor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one we never picked up, apparently.
Yeah. Now, Gariel, she was looking for something else.
That's
Ariel
where we
was
need to go
looking for
kill
both.
that one-eyed Willie.
Wait, come again, Galen?
Gariel was looking for Bogental's spell book.
Okay. And that one's in the palace, or the
No.
no.
The one in the manor would have been
Yeah.
Glassstaff, Siarna.
Okay.
So we don't know where the book that Gariel was looking for. That's why we needed to ask the Banshee.
Well, we
Right.
still go on the story of we got good leads. We're not going to give up on her yet, and we're not going to have her give up on us. We'll give her
It
the
went back to the
perception
Banshee,
of
she would
continued success.
In the sake of speeding things along, if you were indeed stopping by there as opposed to ignoring her, you know, it's pretty quick. You know, she does not give you the promised reward. She isn't angry or anything, but you know, that's about it. You know,
Okay.
she's not flattering you or offering anything beyond, you know, well, you know, if you can get me any solid leads, I still have the 3 healing potions available.
Right.
No worries, we're still looking.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly.
She
Well,
also talks about, you know, Droop. Apparently he's, you know, become quite the town celebrity, and you know, also mentions Kilgore and Yancey, and yeah, that's about as much as is going to bother me to go on there.
That's fine. We just wanted to tag in.
Yeah, no problem at all.
We'll
Please let
move
me know.
on to the Townmaster's Hall.
Well, communication never hurt. Okay.
What did we do for the Townmaster?
You killed a bunch of orcs.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we did.
He is pleased to hear it. You know, he's very excited. He says, without the orcs, you know, without the orcs raiding the supply wagons, you know, we can get back to the business of putting this little town on the map. He's pretty excited. He gives you guys 100 gold to split amongst yourselves. And,
Alright.
you know, he's,
How much gold?
100.
What? Okay.
he says,
Something to add to the loot list for next round.
he says that, you know, the fact that you guys have already cleared out the goblins to the west, they've already been getting, you know, they've already been able to receive supplies that the supplies that come in through there. You know, miners are making it in a little easier, and you know, things are looking up for our little town. He's excited about the idea of supplies being able to come in from the east. He says Tribor is, you know, closer than anywhere else. They're a little bigger than we are. We're able to, you know, provide substantial trade back and forth. Miners, you know, once the news that the orcs are gone, the miners will feel more comfortable, you know, sending carts of gems and ore to that direction and establish that trade route, you know, a little better. He's super excited, but he does not have anything more than the 100 gold to provide. He is a fat, pompous dude, and he is...
Do some push-ups.
He is all set.
Alright. So, I guess we just need to talk to Kilgore and whoever else that other name was.
Yancey. Yancey is
Yancey.
the fancy little goblin that
Right,
was
yeah.
driving Kilgore's wagon.
You want to go talk to Kilgore first, or you want to go to Tressendar Manor and try to find the book? I guess we should probably check and make sure he hasn't done that already.
Well, we could at least talk to him. Just drop in. I guess they're at the bar.
Yeah, so as you're coming in,
Just stop in for a drink.
you come in through Stonehill, you see his wagon off to the side. He's been there for a number of days. You know, you guys have done what 3 or 4 rests, so he's been there a little less than a week. His wagon has been outfitted with kind of a canvas overhaul that was not there before. It's staged up. You go into the Stonehill Inn. Everyone's glad to see you. As you give me a minute to get some guy's first name. As Toplin Stonehill sees you, he is excited. Hey! And he's not quick to provide free drinks this time around, but he's asking, you know, whatever you'd like, and he's got some ale that is only referred to as ale. He has got cider, which, you know, obviously comes from the Ettermath orchard.
We got a bunch of that.
And you guys have, you know, enough to be able to enjoy it on the road if that's, you know, how you want to spend your evening.
Yeah, launched on the road, drinking and driving, hell yeah.
No.
Give me a second, because on the subject of cider, I'm going to go grab me a quick refill. I'll be right back.
I'm relatable too, dude.
It sounds like a good idea.
Everybody get the refills.
More drink.
fact, you're in, and you kind of, your stated goal here was to get a little more info from Kilgore. He pushes out a chair. There, him and Yancey are sitting off in the corner, and yeah, he's interested in talking. Shortly after the conversation starts, this elf you have not met before, in plate mail armor, female elf. Platinum blonde hair. I mean, it's almost white. Fairly pale skin. She's wearing full plate mail, shield and sword, holstered up on her back. She comes walking in. Kilgore smiles. She takes a seat next to him. He introduces her as Linsa Dorveris. Mike, you notice right away, she is not a wood elf. She is not a high elf. You recognize that she is. I want to make sure I try to pronounce this properly. Where is she is Eladrin. You've never met one, but you know from growing up in an educated household that these elves are born and live primarily in the Feywild. They are not prime material plane elves. But she sits there and tells Kilgore, it wasn't easy, but I was able to find it. And that's about as much of that conversation happens at the table. Kilgore is happy to continue the conversation. You guys ask about the spell book. He says, yes, indeed, he found it. It wasn't near as interesting as he had hoped. That's about the extent of what he's got there.
Where did he find it?
Guy says it was he said it was in Kilgore's private quarter. He was in what looked to be Glassstaff's private quarters.
That's the room that we were in that didn't have the magic skill to see the book that we were looking for.
He says, it's not uncommon for a mage to go through great lengths to hide their spells. If they don't have it, it greatly reduces their abilities. He asks, what you guys have been up to in the last week or so. Since you guys look pretty road worn, and how did things go for you?
Well, have you ever met a necromancer?
Yeah, he's visibly interested in this. He was like, yes, I've studied with them in learning the craft. It's not my chosen field, but let me make sure I get this right in case it ever comes up again. He says at the Blackstaff Academy, there were some who did prefer the necromancy, but they studied that more in secret. It's not something that people are keen to claim to specialize in water.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Well, if
kind
you're
of as
interested
a-
in meeting one, I know where there is one.
So that would be of great interest, yes.
Well, just kind of as a thing, like, as quietly, I guess as quietly as I can manage, I just kind of lean over to the rest of the party, like, maybe we should see if, what he thinks about this ring that Necromancer gave us.
I mean, we could always ask him, yeah.
Yeah, I say we ask him if he's ever.
I mean, it's worth
Might
at
be
least
interested
asking.
in buying it? Or do y'all want to keep it?
Well, we can figure we have to have it appraised.
It depends on what he offers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be appraised.
If you show him the ring, yeah, he is super into that. I mean, this guy has no poker face at all once this ring comes out. And he rambles on a little bit about Nethril and the Netherese society, you know. It's,
Oh, you love this necromancer then.
like,
Right? Yeah.
he said
That's
that
all
was
you
pulled-
talk about.
he says that was pulled from the old Owl Well Tower. You know, as a question. You guys claim you assume so. Yeah, you know, he kind of looks over to the rest of his party and he says, and this necromancer, you said his name was Cost? Or
Smoking
Lang,
coke.
or,
Yeah.
he says,
Old Hummer up in the
Yeah,
bottom
like
line.
did Dong Slobber look like he was in a hurry to leave?
No, he looked like he was going to be there for a while.
Yeah, he looked like he set up camp. Got
Why?
a whole bunch of dead friends and everything.
This is a bunch. How many?
You know, like at least 12.
Oh, wow. I've never met a necromancer that can maintain command over that many at once.
Well, he seems to
must
be
be,
handling it pretty well.
It must be powerful indeed. But yeah, he kind of, once again, you know, this guy is not big on deception. He looks at both. He looks at both Lentz and Yancey, and you know, kind of smiles a little, and says, "This is fantastic information." He says, "I've you know, had a little bit of time to talk with the people here in town. He says, Sister Gariel is interested in this." Is interested in a spell book as well. Were you guys able to determine anything on that?
We're following up on leads.
Well, fair enough. I've heard you guys are very stable geniuses and will probably come up with the best of leads.
Leads like you've never seen.
That's right.
Bigly leads, actually.
Best
Oh.
leads ever.
Since this information seems of such interest to you, can you tell us more about this place that a Banshee muttered to us? And I can't recall what it is. Insert name of place now.
It
That
wasn't
was
so much the place as it was the name of the wizard who built the tower.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, yeah, that's information I didn't have. Okay, great.
Yeah, he
Name was-
might know something about that since he likes to talk about Netherese and shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he is, he says, I've definitely heard of Arthindal. I knew he was old, you know, using the magic of necromancy to become a lich no small feat, but it definitely comes with advantages for those who wish to live forever. This is probably not the way I would go about it, but it's definitely had its advantages for those who do. He says it's rumored that the king of Orim is 34,000 years old.
Oh.
Still better than an orc.
So, yeah. He is not in the market to buy the ring, though he is. He says, you know, I definitely could offer you less than what it's worth, and hope to squander you out of it, but I could never wear it with pride if I did.
Well,
Fair enough.
how much do you think it would be worth? Just in
Right.
your professional opinion.
Yeah. Where's the ballpark here, buddy?
Like the Pawn Star. He's gonna be our guy. He's like the guy. They always have a guy on Pawn Stars.
Yeah, you know, that ring's kind of scratched up, and honestly, it's gonna sit on the shelf, taking up inventory.
I'll give you a nickel for it.
Yeah, I'll give you a nickel.
He says a normal ring with these sorts of enchantments, you know, you're looking at a fair price of around $3,000 is what you would buy it at, you know, at an enchanter's
Dollars or
shop.
gold?
Yeah, as I say,
Sorry,
what's a dollar
gold.
translate to? Okay.
Yeah, no, gold.
Shit.
3,000 gold pieces would be a fair price to pay in an enchanter's shop in Waterdeep. This is what you could sell it for, you know, would probably be a little less. You know, gives you the whole Rick spiel about how they've got to make money too. And he said, but with the particular history here, you know, he said any archmage in the land would love to have this. You know,
Would there be any sort of college or museum that might be interested?
he says,
I don't think there's anything too close.
well, you know, he does. He
any
mentions the
enchanter
Black
shops?
Staff Academy again, and he says, I'm not so sure they'd want it for display as much as, you know, perhaps the head of the college may want it for his private collection. But you know, you could easily see that, you know, going for somewhere around 7,000 gold pieces. He said that ring is
Wow.
treasure.
Yeah, that'd be something. I think that's worth trading in for +1 armor class.
Right?
We do more with that much gold.
Yeah, I don't care about
With
that.
that
ring.
much gold, you know, that'd take us a lot of places.
Everybody could get a
We'd do
protection.
a lot with that. Yeah. You could buy enchanted stuff.
Yeah.
It might not have the prestige, but you know, it's still.
He says, you know, this is, you know, but in any of the major cities, you know, if you find where the archmages are, you know, you're going to be able to work out some sort of promising deal.
Right. Well, yeah, that's probably our best bet to do with that ring instead of actually using it. Or it can be used and then transferred. You know?
Just
How
be real
fragile
careful.
is a thing like that? Yeah.
Well, it's
I guess
protected.
It's a magical ring of defense. It should be pretty
I'm
tough, huh?
assuming the nearest big city would be, what, Neverwinter?
Neverwinter's the closest.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Waterdeep isn't too terribly further away.
So we would get less
but-
there.
but you're somewhere in between.
I mean, if we're gonna go
It all
up to that
depends.
thunder,
I think
yeah, I can't think of any at the moment.
No, I think we're good. Oh, really? Huh.
One-eyed Willie ran away.
There was a thing down there last time we were there. It was big and had one eye.
He said
And it
big
was
like a
psychic.
cyclops. Oh, you said psychic. He says, no, I didn't come across any creatures in the cellar.
Oh.
He says, I definitely saw the leftovers of your handiwork. He said, no one from town seems to be in a hurry to clean that up. He said it didn't smell very well by the time I got there, and that was the first thing we did when we got to town, so I can't imagine what it smells like, 5 days later.
It didn't smell great when we got there in the first place.
Can't be that much worse.
Now I'm kind of curious. Do you think One-Eyed Willie packed up his stuff and left, or do you think he just left?
I want to go check out that chest he was hoarding, regardless.
There were two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One. Wow. I'm talking about the piss chest.
Yeah, was there?
Yeah, there were two of them, if I recall correctly.
I don't know, but it's written down. That wasn't something I made up, so.
Okay. Jumping out into the real world, though, I'm not sure if I've got time to go that far into that tonight, though, because it's getting up to 11 o'clock, and we could spend some time going back over there.
Yeah, I don't have to go to work tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure I think everybody else does, huh?
Not me.
Uh-huh.
In the real world, I will let you guys know, I am still up and available, and I will tell you as players, yeah, this guy isn't the toughest thing that was in Tressender Manor to begin with. I don't think 3 people and a 4th single attacker is going to end up taking you guys an extended long time to deal with.
Well, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Like that's what we were saying. We could smear his ass now at level 3.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's go back to that map, and we trundle on down to the manor. I don't think we need to go through the tunnel that we did before. We can just go through the manor this time, right?
Right, yeah, we just go through the other way. We went in the secret path.
Okay.
We ain't got to go all that route, you know.
Well, now we're just gonna walk in like we own the place, huh?
Well, we
Well, we
do.
kind of do. We killed him
Right?
with
We
it.
might as well.
Give me just a second to sort.
It's our manor, and this little creep's got to start paying fees.
Right? And we do have a bunch of gold now. Y'all want to hire some people to fix the place up and declare this our house?
We can flip it.
Start renting it out? So y'all know y'all can totally do things like that in this game.
Yeah,
Drive your DM
we'll sell
insane,
it
but
for
you can do
front
it.
property, you know.
But it would be a steady
Down it.
income.
The town is definitely starting to pick up. I mean,
Yeah.
I say like it costs 1 gold piece to hire skilled services for a day.
Yeah, that's a manor, though. I mean,
We could totally
are you
hire
guys
like
able to see things on this map?
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I
Should
can
be
see
bottom left corner.
bottom right, you
bottom
mean?
right corner.
Yeah, bottom right. Sorry.
I don't know.
I see it.
Okay, now I see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. Hey, y'all remember where this fucker was?
Kinda.
yeah, He's like off in the thing. We gotta go.
We gotta go to the cave part. Yeah, down there, huh?
Yeah.
So that door is open for you guys. Y'all can see through it.
I mean, we can as
yeah.
long as we move.
Well, that's how we came through the last time. That's how we got into the manor.
Right, yeah. The little creepy dude was over here.
We should probably go a little more stealthy. Like, let's sneak in.
Well, the chest
yeah,
is right.
I mean,
We're already in the room where the chest
obviously,
is.
we know what we're looking for. We know it's a sneaky little bastard.
Alright, well, I got my shield and my hand axe, and I'm creeping.
I'm naturally stealthy, so.
Well, I had pushed him to a different layer of the map, but I just rolled his stealth, and a 7 does not beat you guys. As you come in, he looks like he thinks he's hiding, but as you come in, you hear his voice in your head. Ah, they return. It says, did you bring any food for me?
Yeah, I got your food right
I
here.
got some food for him. Refund this knuckle sandwich.
Well,
We have no food, but we really just want to take what's in your chest.
Yeah.
And if you want to die,
I'm
you
not
can.
kidding, dude. I'm seriously yelling that at him as I throw a punch in his face.
We're in it.
alright, give me some initiative rolls.
Okay.
And
Oh, come on. Damn it, don't get on the food.
4 plus.
I got a 9 plus 3.
I got a 14 plus 5. I got a 19 total.
Alright.
14, 4 plus 2, 6.
okay, copy and paste some stuff so that I can see how this goes. All right. Atchwak, it's your move.
Alright. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark on the dude.
Do they get a chance saving throw against that? It just happens.
No, Hunter's Mark just happened. Yes, I'm pretty sure. Hang on. Let's see. Check real quick since I marked my. It's all nice. The tabs and everything. Hunter's Mark. Yeah, it just happened.
That's kind of what I thought, but
Yeah.
figured I'd at least ask one more time just to make sure.
Right.
All right. Well,
But
you got
alright,
him.
so Hunter's Mark, and I have my battle axe and my shield out, so I am just gonna run. I'm coming right up on him. Can I come around the? Can I come around the right here?
You
come
get
around?
6 move spaces. There is no difficult terrain or anything like that. So that would be 1, 2.
I also get plus 10 to my movement speed on my first turn.
Oh, you can definitely get to it.
All right. Well, I am gonna run up, and I'm gonna smack him with my battle axe.
All right. Give a hit.
That fucking get out the way. That is an 11 to hit.
Oh, total? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a miss.
Of course it is. But since I am a Gloomstalker Ranger now, I get a bonus weapon attack, or an extra weapon attack. Now, but
Is it
I
as a bonus?
don't think it's listed as a bonus attack. It's just an extra weapon attack.
I actually copied and pasted that into the OneNote. Hold on. You can make an additional weapon attack as part of that action. So yes,
Yeah.
it's one away.
Alright. And it also, if this one hits, it gets an extra D8 damage on top of my Hunter's Mark and my Duelist.
The target takes an extra D8.
Are you kidding? That's a 9. 9 total.
Oh.
Screw that, guys. Fuck that
Yeah, I
shit.
mean, you blew what probably could have been a one hit. As you hit
I
your
probably
first
could have
attack,
just
your
fucked
hunter's
that
mark,
thing
your
up.
second attack,
Yeah, I'd have been dead.
extra bonus. Man, that glue stalker business ain't no playing around. Holy shit. I'm impressed.
All right.
It would
So
be great if I could roll a number
2.
higher than 5. That would be wonderful.
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got.
Yeah, now I'm just kind of standing there, just swinging my axe all around and looking dumb.
well, right now you are going to take a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Now I got some rolls here. That is where's the cat? That is a 19.
Alright.
Well,
All right.
he moved the cat though. Doesn't that count as your action?
No, because it wasn't his turn anyway. He was making a saving throw against.
The cat? Oh no. Okay, the one
I was
thing.
making saving throw against the cat. Fucking cat trying to knock all my shit over.
All right. So
Yeah. He maneuvers to this space
oh shit.
and holds.
The crevasse. I have to cross the bridge, or is that difficult terrain?
The crevasse is like 20 feet.
Yeah, you might want to go with the bridge. That's the reason why it's there.
Well, can I jump 20 feet? No, that wouldn't get me where I need to be. So I can only move. Huh?
Don't you have a bow?
Yeah. I know. Okay. Well, I just wanted to stab, but
Yeah, but that's for stabbing at long distance, you know? It's like, I really want to stab that dude, but he's way over there, so...
all right.
Reach out and touch somebody.
I am gonna move though to here, and then with my crossbow, that's a 13. No, fuck that. That's an 18 plus 4, so that's a hit. And that's a D8 for the crossbow, or D6?
Wait, did you say
D6.
18? Okay, yeah.
18 plus, so 18 on the die.
That's fine.
Okay.
19 on the dice gets you a critical. So,
Oh, yeah, damn, no. No.
yeah, you
Okay,
can
let me pull up my sheet. That is
1d6 plus
D6, okay, that's what I was looking at. That's a 3 plus 3, that's a 6. Damn.
3. Alright.
Now, when I use my crossbow, I've got no... Well, no, I'm going to use my extra, what's it called? My extra surge.
Oh, action surge.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it another shot with the crossbow. And that's, 18 again plus 4. That's 22 to hit. So D6.
Oh, sorry. Roll. It's one. You're doing a crossbow. That's 1d8 plus your dexterity. Rolled a 1d6 for your first hit, so just roll 2d8 and
Plus
and
my
add-
2. Well, plus 4.
because you're hitting him twice.
Okay. So D8. Yeah. That's an 8 plus 2 on the first one, so that's 10. And that's another 8 plus 2 on the second one. So that's 20 total. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead now.
No, he is not. But it is Xenos' turn.
Alright, and I know exactly what Xenos wants to do.
What?
He wants to get up close and personal and stab that motherfucker.
Well, no spell usage or anything? Or you're just gonna
Nope.
monkey him up?
Nope, I'm just gonna go beat his ass.
Alright.
I rolled a 15 on the die, plus 3 is 8, or wait,
That's a hit.
plus
That's
5.
a hit.
Yeah.
Gonna do the
So,
walking around with brass knuckles. You ever hear somebody make some homebrew relic items, and their brass knuckles called thoughts and prayers that deal radiant and psychic damage.
alright, let's see. Oh, wow, 6 plus 3, 9 damage on that.
Alright, he's still up.
Alright, well, Roadhouse.
Alright.
Roadhouse.
Smash him with the right.
Roadhouse.
Roundhouse kick to his big ol' eye.
I gotta swear, if y'all ever watch the stream I'm doing, I have graphics for the roundhouse that y'all call out every time y'all call out. It's probably, I put a lot of work into it, I'm just saying.
Well, I got a 17 plus 5 to hit.
That's a hit.
Alright, let's see about damage.
1d4.
Oh yeah, 1d4. Hold on, let me get my 1d4 out. Or one of them. Like 6. And that's a 4. Holy shit. Plus 3. 7.
Damn. Alright, he is still standing, but
Wow, that little tough fucker's tough, huh?
he does not
He
look
definitely
near as
killed us
healthy
at level 1. He would have stomped our asses at level 1.
Right? So, I'm up.
Oh wait,
Not
I'm gonna
only would he-
move.
Not only would he have been rough, you'd have made noise, you know.
I'm
Room
moving.
full of bugbears pretty close.
I'm moving back.
Okay, he
I'm going back around that column
takes
after
an attack of
attacking.
opportunity, which misses
Oh, yeah.
3 on the dice. And it swipes at you with a big claw.
Ooh, yikey.
But it does not do anything, and it is Atchwack's turn.
Yeah, I forgot to do the disengage, which I couldn't have done anyway.
Would have been your action.
Right, exact. That's all I was saying. I couldn't have done that anyway.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh yeah, Galen, one technical question on this thing. Does it rely on dark vision to see?
Well, how would you know?
Well, this
Well,
is
it
another
doesn't matter
Gloomstalker
whether he
thing.
knows or not. He gets extra shit when it is.
Yeah.
But no,
That's,
it does not.
Huh.
Okay. Just checking, because as a Gloomstalker Ranger, I am invisible to things that rely on dark vision to see.
Hmm. Right.
Alright, well, I'm just going to whack him with my axe again, or at least swing at him.
Yeah.
Okay, give it a roll.
The tree doesn't have
Alright,
infinite. does it?
that's better. That is a 17 to hit this time.
That's gonna hit.
Thank you, finally. Alright. And that is, I'm doing it one-handed, so it's D8 for the battle axe. Where is it? That is going to be 12 points of damage total. That is
And
8
that
on
does
the... 8, yeah, that's 8 on the roll for the thing, plus 2 for the duelist, plus another 2 for Hunter's Mark.
Big slice into the chest, guts pour out. That's pretty fucking gross. And yeah, he collapses to the floor, leaving you with a nagging thought that, as a psychic creature that presented itself so freely to you guys, why didn't Kilgore know he was there? But you'll never
No, we won't.
No,
Nothics can't talk.
and furthermore, Ashwak doesn't care.
And I'd like to search his body. Does he have anything?
He has nothing on his body, but
Alright.
but Mike distinctly remembers a piss-covered treasure chest.
Yeah, let's go to that.
I think that's right
So,
here.
and, why don't you go ahead and recover that couch flapper?
It was down here, kind of close to under the bridge. You were pissing off the bridge. You
So
know,
yeah,
We're out of combat. I'm going to
let's check it out.
help everybody out by pulling my lantern out.
Well, I'm down here with the chest.
Can y'all see that?
I saw something change.
I see it as a yellow aura, but I think
Yeah.
they might have seen it as brighter lighting.
Yeah, I see it as the brighter lighting.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's just a yellow aura is what I put up there.
Fair enough. So, you open up the treasure chest. There is 160 silver, 120 gold, 5 malachite gems worth 15 gold each, 2 potions of healing, and
Ooh.
there's a scroll.
Ooh.
If Xenos looks at the scroll, you see that it is a scroll of augury. As that is a cleric spell, it is one that you are able to use.
Oh.
Now, also in this chest, there is a long sword and a silver chased scabbard. It is inscribed with the name Talon, and the hilt is worked into a shape of a bird of prey with outspread wings.
Even though I'm two-handed fighting, can I use a longsword? Because my race is proficient in it? Or no?
You can use a long sword, but you do not get it as 2 weapons.
Right, no, I just get like one massive swing.
But I will note that that your other elven fighter does a sword and a shield.
Okay, that's
yeah,
true.
actually,
That's true.
She's more dexterity based as well. Her sword is does 1d8 plus her dexterity, which is better than her strength, even with that +1.
Okay. Honestly,
What happens later on is if you take at 4th level, if you take the 2-weapon fighting feat, you're able to use any one-handed weapon in both your on and off hand and still get the same bonuses.
okay. Well, I'm not really too interested in the sword right now. It's not going to change much for me, but I will remind everybody in the party that the lid on this chest wasn't exactly like sealed, and all this stuff is covered in my urine. So, I mean, if you really want these health potions, that's fine, but I will take one.
I've got a health potion. Everybody needs to have one.
Yeah. Do you have one,
Sword,
Pat?
though, is it?
Huh?
I don't think I have one.
Well, you take the other one.
I've got
Okay,
one.
Cool.
I've got 2 now, but I'll, if somebody needs it, I'll give it to them when they need it. Everything else we can throw in the cart and divvy up later.
I don't need
You
no
have-
damn sword, that's for sure.
I can also drop the idea that your ranger is more strength based than most rangers, and a long
Yeah, the
sword.
sword. Like, is it like plus anything, or is it?
At this point, you don't really know, but it's still. It does not look like it's been in a chest under a bridge for, as long as this tower's been ruined. It's a damn good looking setup.
Well, if nobody else is really interested in it, I might take it. I mean, the long sword is about the same as my battle axe, but it's extremely special.
I think you have a
We'll hold on
proficiency in
to
it too.
And when Aaron wakes up, isn't that the name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Aaron wakes up, we'll see what she thinks about a long sword.
You have one of you guys has history, right?
I do.
I do too.
I have 3 history 3.
If you guys have any interest in knowing more about it, you're welcome to roll a history check.
What is that? A 20?
D20. Yeah.
What? Okay, I'll roll. And if I fuck up, Sean can roll.
Yeah, because I think I get a +4 or 6.
I got a 15 on the die.
Well, that is.
No, my history is just +2.
Plus 3, so it's 18.
No, that's exactly what you needed.
You get it.
You recognize that, knowing that Aldith Tressender was the namesake of the Tressender Manor, you seem to recall this time around that he was known as the Blackhawk. He died here fighting the orcs. At this point was close to 1,000 years ago. Once again, this does not look like a 1,000-year-old piece of metal under a cave.
Could it be enchanted?
I think it might be.
Hmm. Well,
I
good
kind
for
of
you,
wish.
Pat.
I kind of wish Amanda was awake so she could take her claim or whatever for the sword, because I kind of want it.
Well, y'all just figure it out in a few days.
Dexterity based.
I'm okay if y'all handle that out of band.
So, she,
All right, we'll figure it out. I'll hold on to it. I made a note here to offer it to Amanda. So.
Well, I will tell you that a +1 sword for her brings it to doing the same damage and plus to hit as, as just using her regular rapier would be. So she gains little for it.
All right. I think I might have just got a cool new sword.
There you go.
Since we're about to call it a day anyway, you guys come out of the cavern. This whole small excursion plus the walk across town, might have taken about an hour and a half, tops, if even that long. You guys show up and Kilgore, Yancey, and Linsa they're loading up. They're about to hit the road. Linsa has a stag that she hops on as she's hopping on it as you guys are walking up. Kilgore is stepping into the back of his wagon, and you guys, basically ask him, hey, what's the deal with this thing? And he casts Identify on it and lets you know that it is indeed a +1 longsword. But he is heading out of the town with more of a quickness and urgency than he seemed to have when you first spotted him. having breakfast and chilling out with
Oh
you.
yeah, 'cause he wants to go meet up with that necromancer. I know his game.
That may be the case.
We're gonna follow him. We're gonna tell him, hey, hold up, we're coming with.
All right.
Going to the necromancer?
I mean, if everybody else wants to go.
I mean, your
Oh,
next
yeah.
stop was going to be.
Oh yeah, the druid.
But
Yeah, nah,
You
let
want
him go deal with the necro. He can go get close to dead people.
We can circle back on that later. But we know where
Yeah,
he's
we'll
going.
go clean up that area later.
Alrighty.
all right. You guys are free to hang out about town and bullshit around or whatever.
Yeah, you want to put the town map back up?
Yeah, I forget. Okay.
We can go back to the Sleeping Giant. We haven't been there in a while. I don't know if there's anything more there, but
We could also go around to some of these, like the miners' exchange. Do y'all want to go shopping?
Yeah.
Is there anything anybody needs?
I'm good,
I
but
think it
I
might
mean,
be.
if we're not gonna do any more combat, I might just jump on the donkey and let y'all go shopping. But I'm probably gonna go ahead and wrap it up now. Well,
All right.
no, well, let's do some shopping. Let's do some shopping. I've got a few minutes.
Alright,
I could
mean,
probably use some throwing weapons.
What does everybody think about hiring somebody to look after our wagon for us? Like a wagon driver.
A wagoneer.
Yeah,
Well, can they cook?
maybe.
Like a somebody can ride the wagon. cook-
I get concerned about leaving the wagon in random places.
Yeah, it is a bit of a
Want to have
concern.
at least it'd be nice to have somebody there that can start yelling if somebody tries to rob them. You know.
Would it be cheaper just to get a
Yeah,
dog?
but I mean, we're really just paying for dead bodies, right?
What if we just got a
Yeah,
dog?
well, I mean, we could get a dog.
I mean, if it works out, if we need more, we can hire somebody. But a dog would bark. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Like a big gnarly dog, not like a little chihuahua.
Could also take some levels in Druid and, get like a pet companion.
Ooh.
A Mastiff costs 25 gold.
I think Mastiffs are cool. I think we should buy one.
Weapons, goddammit.
Wait, what?
Oh,
And if we end up with anybody in the party that is small enough, they could ride the Mastiff as a mount.
so to the miners' exchange.
Maybe.
There we go. Well, I do
Kind of
want
running some
I do want
ideas by the
something.
party for different stuff we think we need. And honestly, I kind of like this having a dog on the cart. That I want to go ahead and pony up the dough for myself to buy a Mastiff, and I want to pay like how much extra is it going to cost me to have one that's actually trained to guard the wagon?
Well, I want to buy some darts. I mean, I'm not going to buy darts. I'm going to buy shuriken, but they're going to be the same damage profile as the dart.
The miners' exchange provided you guys the miners' exchange provided you guys the horse. So talking with her may be a good start for finding the dog.
Somebody around here sells hunting dogs or something, like Mastiff.
I'll speed it up. Halgia is at the miners' exchange. You kind of stop in since you bought an animal from her already. She lets you know that within this area, the closest place to be able to buy trained dogs would be Tribor.
What about an untrained dog?
She says you can ask around. Maybe somebody's got one, on their farm they're willing to part with. But if you're really looking for something that's going to be useful and consistently providing alerts and persuading someone from sneaking things out of your camp, the trained dog would definitely be the way to go.
All right. Tribor, where is Tribor?
She is also very interested in what you guys have been up to. We don't have to role play the entire conversation, but do you fill her in on your last week's worth of travels?
Of course.
Maybe everything but the double crossing bit where we.
Yeah, obviously.
What you earn here is another side conversation. This one is specifically for Zenos.
Yeah.
Quick question, Mike. Did you share any of your Order of the Gauntlet news with the rest of your party?
Yeah, I didn't actually say it out loud, but I was going to. In fact, I want to wear my badge on the outside of my underwear.
All right. Halia definitely takes notice. She doesn't treat you any shittier or anything, but give me a second to get the overview here. As the rest of you are heading out after hearing the news that, Tribor is probably your best place to find the dog you're looking for. As you're heading out...
this is not Atuak's personal mission. He wants a dog.
As you're starting to walk out, Zenos, you're kind of taking up the rear on this, and you hear, hey, and she basically offers you the information that she is more than the simple merchant than she looks. She is with the Zentharum. You've heard of them. Most mercenaries, are a part of the Zentharum. What you know about them is that if you wanted to hire some muscle to go from one place to another, they are usually some of the better. They are known for actually a little cheaper, but yet no worse in quality for mercenary and hired muscle. She basically says, you seem extra capable, and she, offers a place within the family.
Interesting. I kind of probably need some more details. What are they looking for? What do they need?
She says basically you watch out for the family watches out for you. Within our group, you are the master of your own destiny. We don't necessarily, you know, similar to what Mike had heard, you know, if you need if you need assistance, you can work within the family, and if the family needs assistance from you should. She basically tells you that we stand by the beliefs that you watch out for the family watches out for you. You are the master of your own destiny. Never be less than what you deserve to be. And everything and everyone has a price.
This could go wrong.
Everything can go wrong.
Well, cool.
It's D&D. Everything will go wrong.
Well, I mean, I am kind of interested. I mean, I get to walk my own path. My Talos requires that.
You know, she says you you get is yours, but any information you come across, you know, would be helpful to the family.
Yeah. All right, I'll join their little mafia.
Yeah. She tells you that, you know, she says, yeah, you know, welcome to the family. You are granted the title of Fang.
Did you say fag?
Fang. F-A-N-G. You know,
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, great, I'm a fag now.
it's like, welcome to the family, faggot.
All right.
So, yeah, she then lets you know that the Lion Shield Coster is not going to have the throwing devices you're looking for, but there is, however, a smithy in town.
He can make me some.
You would have very little trouble putting together what you need. Unfortunately, Smithy is marked on the map, but there is no general information. You get there, he's a dwarf, super friendly, he's got no problem doing this. Whatever darts cost, and
Yeah, they're like 5 copper a piece. I was gonna buy 5.
yeah, they're, you know, he's got no problem putting all this together for you. It does take a little bit of time. He doesn't have them on a shelf, but you know, I've watched enough Forged in Fire to know that if properly motivated, he could probably knock him out in about 3 to 6 hours tops.
Yeah. He can have them. We can go rest. He can have them ready for the next day before we leave town.
Absolutely. If you want them turned around the same day, there might be an expedite fee, but
I mean, we're gonna crash anyway, so.
exactly. And this town is not the best potential as of yet. So he doesn't really have much else to do. He's excited for the work. Maybe in about 3 months, maybe he's got no problem putting you first in line for any orders.
Well, all right. That sounds like a great idea.
Back to the Stonehill. If you are drinking cider, or those of you who are drinking cider, find it to be fairly delicious brew. Those of you who are drinking ale, are disappointed that it's not as good as what the orcs had. It's not awful.
well,
It's not awful, but it is not as good as what the orcs had.
Ashrak pounded
Yeah.
down some cider before bed.
So,
Oh yeah, definitely some cider. May as well. We got lots of it. Or I mean, enough for a couple drunken nights.
so out of
Ashrak's all about drinking.
Oh, wait. That barrel
out
was
of
cider?
character and
Oops.
yeah, you guys had the barrel of cider.
I thought it was something else. Y'all feel free to drink it.
Ashrak don't give a fuck. He's a dragonborn raised by lizard people. More for me.
All right, then.
Oh, man.
Out of character, the factions, there's really not a whole lot of, oh, you're in this faction now, you know, you're gonna get fully derailed, as much as it is, you know, if we continue further into this campaign, other books and stuff have other NPCs that may give you more information or may offer a quest, you know, to someone of a faction as opposed to someone who is not of a faction.
Right.
You know, it's more or less mainly benefits, less of major drawbacks. Things like, you know, once again, you guys are a motley. Your alignments, you know, seem to be all over the place, but at the same time, so far, you know, you guys have been working towards making things better. And maybe the goal on why you're making things better might be a little different than the guy standing next to you. At the end of the day, you know, you're ultimately getting there. There is no ultimately evil faction, but these factions do have different goals and work against one another. Although, you know, like I said, mostly they're from their lower level recruits. They're looking for information of what's out in the world. If you run across or vanquish an evil set of fuckers, you know, Ettermath might be glad to hear about that. If you run across any amount of information, you know, Halia's going to be
Right.
there are other factions around and available, but you know, until you have completed certain quests, they may or may not be offered up.
All right.
So, yeah. At this point,
Can you pop up the area map again?
yeah, absolutely. Within your notes, somewhere in
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting.
handout, there's a map that shows.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that it's there.
But at this point, you know, the only thing that's really flagged out is the location of a place that you is the location of important things that you have not quite uncovered.
Right. The fortress.
At this point, you can probably guess
Yeah.
you know, where the Cragmaw Castle is, but that's player knowledge, not character knowledge.
Yeah.
You can probably even guess, you know, what direction the Wave Echo Cave and the mine are, but you know, same thing. That's player knowledge, not character knowledge. And I think we're all adults enough to know how to handle it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to figure out where Tribor is, because I'm serious. Atwack's getting the mastiff for the wagon. It's happening. I don't care if I have to run off on my own. It's happening.
There's a larger map off to the right. The area map might show it.
Yeah, I
Is
was just looking on there. I don't see it.
Well, what you know is that the trail that you took to Connieberry was the Tribor Trail.
Oh, okay.
Right.
The map
So-
you provided is pretty much only of this particular area.
Oh, okay. Well, then we know how to get there then.
You know how to get there. You don't know how far it is, but it seems to be, you know, what should be their biggest trading partner. So, you know, it wouldn't be hard for anybody to tell you. Let me get a quick idea here. You would have obviously asked, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I asked her where to get the dog, and you said Tribor, and that Tribor Trail is the only thing I'm seeing. Tribor.
Correct. So, you know, opening up trade with Tribor to the east now that the orcs.
Where do you see? Where's Tribor to the east?
Give me just a second. Because he would have obviously had the follow-up question of Tribor, and you would have found it 120 miles east of your location along the Tribor Trail.
Road trip.
We got cider.
But you are looking at
We'll have a dog, and we'll make him a vest, and we'll
But,
put him on the cart, and he'll be our security dog.
but you guys are relatively close to about a little less than 100 miles to Thunder Tree, which is more north and west.
Right. It's a good ride.
I think we would have to do that before we would go off of this map.
And
We're
the
going
next,
all the way.
and the
Go
next
ahead.
statement is Thunder Tree is retardedly close to Neverwinter. You
Right.
can't find a green dog in the major city. You know?
Well, that's also what I was about to ask. It's like, dude, if we could find one in Neverwinter, then I'm not worried about going to Tribor.
To
Doesn't matter
Right,
where
yeah.
it comes from.
Looking at the bigger map, Neverwinter is obviously closer than Tribor anyway, so, you know, ultimately, that would be your best place to go to spend, you know, to spend up. But you're more than welcome, because if you're taking the road, you're going to be doing, you know, more miles in a day than if you're off the road, especially once you hit the high road. It's, you know, cobblestone paved out. You know, your horse and your wagon, you know, move at a better pace. If you're off-roading it to get directly to the tree, it might take you, you know, the same amount of time to get to Neverwinter. So at the next piece, you guys are welcome. Just in the Neverwinter
Yeah.
round,
Sell that ring.
but yeah, I mean, sell it or trade it plus some cash. You know, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
But
Who knows? It might come in handy down the road if we need a favor from somebody that is really interested in magic artifacts.
Well, I mean, the one guy that was isn't interested in it.
Oh, let's pay that.
Come across like somebody that's like super rich and doesn't care about money that we can't bribe. There'd be something special that they might take.
Could be, yeah.
But I know Mike was interested in getting out of here about an hour ago.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But we'll definitely,
cool.
definitely call it at this point.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We'll go shopping in the big city next week. I mean, in a few days.
We're getting a dog. I already know what to call him. I just got to look it up and figure it out how to pronounce it. He's going to be Atwax's dog. He's going to be Atwax's dog. Therefore, he's going to be named Draconic.
All right. Well, I'm going to touch up the OneNote real quick and go to bed myself.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Good
Talk to
idea.
you soon.
Absolutely. We'll start back on Friday. Sean, if you and Gary want to get together for about an hour between now and Friday,